Hey guys, it's Jeff from Pressure Look, and I'm in a bit of a pickle today. Literally, I'm in a bit of a pickle because we're going to be making dill pickle chowder. Now, if you love pickles, you are in for one of the most spectacular treats of your life. If you're skeptical about this idea, which I can understand, it seems a little out there. Will it be too pickly and salty? These are great questions, but you're gonna see for yourself that this is not only gonna be one of the most spectacular soups you're ever going to try, it's also one of the easiest and quickest to make. Dill pickle chowder is gonna be a huge hit at any table you serve it at, especially in those chillier months, as any chowder does. So enjoy, go right to the Instant Pot, because we're gonna get our pickles out, have a pickle party, and make some amazing dill pickle chowder. Let's do it a little louder. Here we go! So because this soup is dill pickle soup, the first thing I want to focus on are the dill pickles. Now, I'm not sponsored by Clausen or anything like that, but in my opinion, they are the best pickles you can get in the supermarket. They're usually found in the refrigerated section. They should be refrigerated. They're not just like on the shelf. Banjo even approves. I like to use for this a kosher dill and also the sandwich slices if you can. This is a 20-ounce jar. Try to get the sandwich slices because they're going to be the easiest to dice up. I'll show you. I'm not even going to snap. I mean, I will snap, but I'm going to show you how I dice these. See, I already sliced some, but I want to show you how easy this is. I want to use all of them that are in this 20-ounce jar, and look at how easy. You stack them on top of each other, just like this. You can get probably about like 6 or so, easily. And watch this. I literally stack them up, and I just slice them. First, I'm going to go this way, and then this way. So it's kind of like 3 slices long ways, and then I just go this way. On the bias, crisscross them, and look at how simple this is. Look at how quickly I get diced pickles. It doesn't get any quicker than that, folks. So again, just repeat the process till they're all diced, and we're gonna reserve these for later in a bowl. We're gonna add these after we pressure cook. The pickle juice, however, we're gonna add before we pressure cook. And then that pickle juice, a cup of it is gonna get reserved. Done. You don't want to put any of those big peppercorns in there though. Alright, and then we're going to just set this aside, and now I'm just going to continue on with the rest of this dish. Oh, silly me, I forgot to hit the record button on the camera. So the first thing I did was I threw in 2 tablespoons or 1/4 of a stick of salted butter, and then I hit the saute button, and I'm on the high setting or the more setting, same thing depending on your model, and it's just going to melt. And now that the butter is all melted and bubbling after about a couple minutes, I want to add in my veggies. Now, I cheated. I went to the market and bought this thing. It's already done for me. I just didn't feel like chopping anything today. However, what this would equate to would be about 2 ribs of celery diced, about 2 medium carrots peeled and diced, and 1 Vidalia sweet onion, or you can use a yellow onion. You can really use any onion you want, also diced. Add that to the pot. Yeah, it costs a little extra because it's diced up, but sometimes you just don't want to deal with the slicing or the snapping. To that, I'm also going to add 3 cloves of crushed or minced garlic, and also to save time, feel free to use the stuff from a jar. That's fine. You're really not going to be able to tell in the situation because all this eventually is going to be blended into oblivion with an immersion blender at the very end. Then we're going to saute all of our veggies in the butter for about 5 minutes until it becomes a bit fragrant. It smells so good. Alright, and after about 5 minutes of sauteing the veggies, they're going to become a bit softened and fragrant, not super soft, but soft enough. I'm gonna add in 4 cups of a broth of your choice. I'm using garlic broth for this, but you can use beef broth, you can use chicken broth, you can use whatever broth you want. However, the darker the broth, the darker the soup. So I like to go with a lighter broth. We're also gonna pour in that reserved 1 cup of pickle juice, of course. And we're going to stir everything in the pot nice and good here. Next up, I'm going to add in 2 pounds of Idaho or russet or baking potatoes. They're really all the same thing that I just peeled and roughly chopped up here because, again, this is all going to be pureed. So that's fine. I'm just going to top that inside of the soup. No need to stir at this point, just smooth it out. And that's all I had to do before we're going to pressure cook. Everything else, including those diced pickles, will be added at the end. So I'm going to secure my lid. Make sure the valve is in the sealing position if it's not automatically done for you on certain models like this one, the Duo Plus, the new version of it, it does. And now I'm going to hit the cancel button, and I'm going to hit the pressure cook or manual button depending on your model, and I want to go for 8 minutes at high pressure. If your model has a start button, hit that after the function, otherwise nothing will happen. If your model doesn't have a start button, it'll start on its own after a few moments of selecting the function. Pressure cooking's done, so we'll perform a quick release. And the pin just dropped, so we're gonna take that lid off the pot. All right, look at how pretty that is. But it looks nothing like a chowder yet, especially a dill pickle chowder. That's all gonna change in just a second because I have my friend here, the immersion blender, or the stick blender, which makes life so much easier than taking this in batches, transferring it to a blender, and doing it in batches, getting everything messy. Forget it. Get one of these. I'm going to link where you can get them. They're worth every cent. They're very affordable on top of it all. Very affordable. And they often sometimes come with different attachments, like a whisk attachment, different things here that you can use. But I'm telling you, worth every cent. Just stick it in there and watch this. We're going to just pulverize everything into a blended puree. Alright, and after about a minute of doing that, we are good to go. Look at how beautiful and simple, and it's going to become as nice, wonderful consistency. Okay, the finishing touches are about to be put on this amazing dill pickle chowder. Next thing I want to add is an herb cheese. Any flavor will do, whether it's Alouette, which this is, or Boursin. Get like a 6 ounce-ish tub of this, or a 5.2 ounce of Boursin. A package, any flavor. You could use cream cheese as well. About 4 ounces of a brick, or half of a brick will do. Brick is 8 ounces. But that's up to you. I also have a wonderful, very budget-conscious recipe that you might want to check out for an herb cheese. And I also want to add in 1.5 cups of heavy cream, or half and half. And now we're going to season this up with 1 teaspoon each of either celery or seasoned salt, whatever one you can use. I prefer celery for this, but seasoned salt will be fine. A teaspoon of black pepper, and optionally a teaspoon of Old Bay seasoning. Now I'm going to add in about 3 sprigs of fresh dill that I just ripped the leaves off of. You can also reserve some for garnish. And lastly, our dill pickles that we diced up in the very beginning. Put them in there. You can save some for garnish as well. And let's give all of this a good stir until everything is melded and combined, until that herb cheese is melded in. We don't want to give it an immersion blend necessarily right now because it'll, of course, pulverize all those pickles, and we don't want that. We want it to have a little bit of crunch in there, some pickle in there. But this is ready to be served, so let's ladle this up. There we go, looking gorgeous. How lovely. Okay, and then you can feel free to top it off with some additional pickles if you want. And you can sprinkle some additional fresh dill around the sides because it's dill pickle soup. Why not, right? Alright, and there we have it. Dill pickle chowder. Ready to chow down on it. Let's do it. Okay, my friends, here it is. Dill pickle chowder. Let's give it a try. Oh boy, I mean, come on. Now I know the first thing you might be asking, is it really salty with all that pickle juice in there? Not at all. It is the perfect blend of savory. It is hardly overkill. It's got a rich, deep pickle flavor to it, but not to the point where it's like gimmicky or ridiculous. I know the soup sounds gimmicky, but I'm telling you, it's not gimmicky. It's a lush, lavish, wonderful soup. I gotta have Richard try this. He loves dill pickles. Richard, come here. He's telling me to wait a second because he's doing his butch biscuit stuff right now, and he's fixing up a chair. I'm fogging up these glasses. I'm taking these glasses off. Dill pickle chowder makes me want to sing a little louder. Now that you have to take a few seconds to get your hearing back. Oh, look at this, and here's Richard, and look at that. Like I said, he's working on a chair, and could it be more fitting the color? I don't think it could be. All right,
Did you even see that color in here?
Richard loves dill pickles. In fact, his dill pickle dip is, without question, one of the most popular dips at any party. It always goes first. People are obsessed. So, Richard, have you ever had a dill pickle soup before?
No.
Well, tell me what you think of this. Give it a shot. We'll see what he thinks.
Oh, wow. It's really good. It's pickly.
It's pickly, but it's not overkill.
No. No.
And the thing that I was actually wondering is, like, would it be too salty because you have all that pickle juice? But it's not salty.
It's not salty.
But it doesn't. It's not like it needs salt either. It's the perfect balance of savory. And there's a little bit of sweet in there thanks to the carrots and the Vidalia onion. Gives it and that's all pulverized into when we did in the immersion blending stage. The potatoes creates the rich, thicker layer to the bottom, the base there, and gives it a really nice base. So you approve? You like it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Good.
I can't spill it on my chair though.
No, he's working on that chair really hard. It's been months in the making, really.
I got a corner done.
I'm so proud of you.
I-
Now go finish the chair so I could sit in something when I eat this. And there you have it, guys. Dill pickle chowder. It's really, really good. It's gorgeous. It's a could something taste gorgeous? Because it tastes gorgeous. Hello, gorgeous. In case you didn't know, I am the author of Not One, the Orange Original Cookbook, which was the #1 debut cookbook of 2020 of any cookbook, not just Instant Pot cookbooks, any cookbook on the market. Not also the lighter blue cookbook, all lighter recipes if you're looking to slim down a bit and not lose any lick of flavor. Or the yellow book, the Simple Comforts book, all comfort foods, but also the 4th book, the green book, the Super Shortcut Instant Pot cookbook, which is coming out this April of 2023. April 11th, you can pre-order it anywhere books are sold. Every book has gorgeous, step-by-step color photos showing you what to do with every step, a timing bar. There's no guessing. You're gonna know what every recipe looks like when it's done. You couldn't want more than that. Check me out at facebook.com/pressureluvecooking. Make sure you like the page. You definitely want to give that page a like to not miss anything like this new recipe that just came out. And at Pressure Love Cooking on YouTube, Instagram, all that other stuff. Thank you so much again for watching, my friends. And the next time you don't know what to make for dinner and you're in a bit of a pickle, just break out the jar of pickles and make some fantastic dill pickle chowder. I'm telling you right now, it's really one of the greatest things you're gonna have. It's very unique and inventive, trust me. If you love pickles, you're gonna love this. Enjoy.